All right, welcome into another episode of The Lab presented by Wolverine. It is Victory Monday, and we're talking to the man that gave. I loved the video. As soon as I saw your passionate pregame speech, I don't even know what you were saying. I contrasted that with the Ohio State's pregame speech. One of their coaches was reading like poetry and rhymes. There was something beyond you. You were connected to the ether above, and it was speaking through your soul, almost like a cinematic movie. Congrats, bro. Let me just start there. Congratulations. How does it feel? Maybe we'll get into it in a second. Just tell me how you're feeling right now.
Best. That's why I come to Michigan's for the game. So winning that one means everything.
Damn right. What did you say in the pregame speech? Can you share?
So probably not a lot I should share.
Okay.
But normally don't remember much of it. It's more just speaking from the heart,
Yes.
getting the guys going. It's a before every game thing. In the big house, it's different right at the end of the tunnel. But it's fun sometimes in some of those stadiums where you're doing the speech on their side.
Damn right.
You're able to hear a little bit of it. So
damn right. All right, we have a bunch to get to, but we're going to start with the Hard Hat Award presented by Wolverine. We like to give out these hard hats to a player that represents grittiness, toughness, hardworking player from the previous game, and perhaps even an unsung hero that aligns with the trade industry of Wolverine's woke worker ethos. Do you have the hard hat on you? I wanted to see it.
Right
it's
here.
This beautiful hard hat that I believe you signed earlier in the year, and you are going to sign again.
Right
there we go. Absolutely beautiful. Congratulations. I can you just take me through the mindset of a fullback, your mindset when you line up in your stance? Do you even think? What is it at the moment of contact? Give us a peek behind the curtains of Max Bredeson.
You got to know. It's what you think it is. A lot of it is just like mentally preparing to run as fast as you can, as hard as you can at somebody. But like games like Ohio State, a lot of tactical things like understand scheme, personnel. A lot goes into it, but just doing a job to help Michigan win, same as any other.
And you do that very, very well. You're a tone setter, though, right? Do you take pride in that? Like as a fullback, part of the fullback is something. Don't show whenever I call games, I always told our crew in our nightly meetings, I'm like, man, I really want you guys to look out for Max Bredeson. Like, you have some key blocks that set the tone. Do you take kind of pride in that as a guy that's kind of like an emotional, inspirational leader for the team?
I appreciate it. Yeah, you do. You take pride in it. Some guys like having the ball scoring is great. I take a lot of pride in like the ball following me. It's just trying to be like the same guy every day, be the same player every time. So everyone around me knows what they're going to get, and just be somebody that helps Michigan win. But
you guys needed it. Like this game was going to be a fist fight. It was going to be, kind of classic. It wasn't going to be a 42-41 game. It was going to be a low scoring game. What are you thinking in warmups? I just want to know. I want to peel back the layers of your team, because that was one of the most special wins that I can ever remember witnessing. What's going through your mind in pregame warmups? What's the pregame routine like? How is it different?
For one like that, there's like, you got to take the environment and kind of make it yours. Like, you got to enjoy the booze. You got to enjoy like the hatred of it, especially with like when we were running back to the tunnel. Like they're mobbing like the way we were trying to like run out. There's a big crowd there, and it's different for games like this. There's more intensity, different feeling with the team, but like, you just have to take that, embrace it, don't let it get the best of you, and make it help you guys.
Do you hear the crowd as the game's going on? Because there were some moments in there that I felt, one of the joys of playing on the road is you can hear and feel the uncertain and nervous energy. Is that real? Do you think that showed up at points in the game?
Yeah, that's a real thing. And it's like the biggest motivator of an away game is like the silence. There was a point later in the game when they were trying to get like the OHIO chant going.
Yeah.
It wasn't really, like rolling like it used to.
Yeah.
It gets loud there, it gets loud. And
yeah,
you can feel a little bit of uncertainty. And that's the motivation you find in those away games.
Khalil Mullings, Just tell me what, when I say the word Khalil Mullings, when you get in your 3-point stance or whatever stance you are, and you know Khalil's getting the carry, what are you thinking? What makes him special?
Better get moving, because if he runs into you, like, there's a lot of weight behind that one. He's a special player, fast, big, powerful. Yeah, you have a lot of trust when the ball's in his hands.
Yeah. And really, Davis Warren, the stats won't pop off the sheet, but the key plays he made. People talk about the interception, but the fact of the matter is the drive was still big because of the amount of time that was chewed off the clock. Davis Warren, what can you say about him?
Davis is great. He's downstairs right now. We're roommates.
Oh, nice.
He's the best. Great leader. Like, total, like, poise and control the whole game. Ups and downs. Like, he was always there, and the words he has to say in the huddle, like, you can feel his presence every time he's there.
Do you feel pressure at all? Like, is there something I'm interested too, because Ohio State is a team that they run the ball, but they certainly like to pass. And I always feel like passing, it expands your nervousness, whereas running, the nervousness becomes excitement that you can just expel on the other team. There's no nervousness. It's let's go smash these guys. Forget it. Is that fair? Is that something that goes through your mind?
Yeah. I guess with, like, what I do, like, that, like, there's just 11 guys going, and, like, if everyone just does their 1/11th, something good's gonna happen. And there's some, like, beauty behind, like, the 2.5-yard gain that eventually turns into 5, that eventually turns into 15.
Yeah.
Like, there's joy in that, and, like, I guess there isn't as much pressure. There's just, like, emotion, just playing as fast as you can.
How about, so when the defense is on the field, are you guys watching? I know you guys got to make adjustments and whatever, you're having conversations on the sideline. Are you also watching and aware of how good that defense played?
Yeah, it's, like, kind of different this year with the iPads, because, like, there's more to be talked about.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching the iPad going back and forth, and you kind of, like, either hear, like, when you're at home, you hear the crowd go crazy, or you just kind of, like, you'll just, like, snap up and look at the scoreboard quickly, see what's happening.
Yeah.
But, like, you practice against those guys every day, like, you know what they're capable of, and, like, seeing them just do what they do, it's we love watching it.
Did you the confidence going into this game? In media, we have to ask, like, crazy question. I'll just tell, I mean, you guys know it. It's why they debate Michael Jordan versus LeBron James at least once every week. You ask questions and you talk. And gosh, like, I think what made that victory so joyful is all last week, people are freaking making fun of me and, like, laughing. And I mean, it's not about me. I'm just telling you, the question was always like, hey, can Michigan keep this close? And I'm like, you guys don't understand the cloth from which these guys are cut. Like, close. Watch out for the upset. Are you aware of outside narratives and how much the world doubted you guys? Does that play a factor?
Here and there, you gotta, like, pick and choose, because if you just fill your mind with, like, all that could go wrong, like, it's just doing you no good. But there is a little, like, you have to have the feeling of, like, no, nobody thinks we can do this. Like, we know we can. So you pick and choose what you take.
Yeah. How is this win different from the other years? It's obvious, right? But, like, can you kind of explain it and put into words what was different about this?
It's hard to put into words, this one. I guess a lot of it just goes back to what you just said, like, with the doubt of us doing it. This was, like, the first one where in my career we were like big time underdogs, like,
Heavy.
should have won.
Yeah.
So that, like, played into it. There's just different feeling on the field this year. Like, let's just go do it. Like, all that matters is this one right now. Like, there's a way the team, like, came together for this one. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's it right there. It was the unity. Coach Harbaugh would always talk about, like, man, there's nothing like being on a ball team, and, like, you can miss it because it's such a subtle statement. You can miss how real that actually is, and you know it when you're on a freaking ball team. The way you guys won was about being a singular entity, a team. It was never individuals. It was 11 guys unified as part of a bigger freaking team. That being said, what's the locker room like after a victory like that?
Locker room was great. Everybody's happy. It's the best. The wins like
Happy
that.
doesn't even feel like it does it justice, right? Like
No.
happy, like undersells it.
Coach Harbaugh once said, "There's nothing like seeing the victors in Columbus." So,
Oof.
as a
Yes, yeah.
special one.
How about for Sharon? You know, a guy that there's this double-edged sword of the standard being sky high in Michigan that also comes with criticism. But Sharon, as the leader of your guys' team, how happy were you for him?
So happy. Like the excitement he had during the game. He's always like the biggest motivator. You could just like his presence on the sideline. Like another guy who like understands how much this one means. Like he was the biggest motivator throughout the week. The messages he had, like it was perfect.
As you reflect on your career, what a journey it's been, man. I mean, could you what did young Max Bredeson think? You know, when you first walked on campus, did you have any idea what you were getting yourself into?
Uh Man, it's a great journey. I knew what it looked like through being able to see my brother play here, but something like this journey is incredibly special.
And this season too. I mean, you're voted captain.
Mhm.
The journey of this season, how it's been challenging at times. You know, why were you guys able to, you know, there's certain teams that would have thrown in the towel because, you know, you start ranked, you're coming off a national championship. We've seen teams throw in the towel when they fall short. I mean, Florida State last year, you know, didn't get what they wanted. I think they're paying the price this year for throwing in the towel last year. Why was this team different? Your team. Why were you guys able to stay together?
I just think it's the blueprint of like what Michigan's built on. It's built as a team. It's not built like on individuals. There's something special about this place that you can't even put into words. It's just built on like creating the team. Like I said, the team, and everyone sees it that way. Everyone plays for Michigan. Everyone plays for the guy next to them. Like it's something special here.
Uh we do a segment presented by Top House called Who's Got the Sauce. And I first want to ask you, so there'll be a few things when I ask you who's got the sauce presented by Top House. The first one is the all white unis.
Mm-hmm.
When do you guys get to know, like when did you know when did you find out you were going to get the white cleats, the white socks, white pants, because those were icy? When did you find that out?
Our Monday meeting, we saw the white cleats. I'm like, that's the first time ever having. I don't think there's ever been white cleats here.
No,
Did you ever?
no.
Yeah. So that was like a big deal. Yeah, that was when he pulled those out. We were pretty pumped.
Fired up, right? Even the O linemen, like sometimes O linemen,
Mhm.
they, you know, listen, they don't like the white. It's not flattering, but I thought the O
Yeah,
linemen looked good too.
yeah, it did.
Right. Okay. So then the next segment, Who's Got the Sauce, presented by Top House, is a moment, a moment that has sauce and flavor. If you can, as you play back the game, what's a play or two or
Mhm.
three moments that stand out to you?
Um, on
And it may
offense,
not even be when you can say, even if the defense is on the field,
huh,
something you observed.
offense. I think it's gonna be that catch by Peyton O'Leary,
Mm,
that third down. That was a
yeah.
big time catch, big moment that like kept the chains moving. Defense. It's hard to put like one just for them. They played so great. I think it's got to be probably Makari's pick. It's like the energy that came from that one.
They
That
were
was
in scoring position,
yeah,
right? Like they were that, and that's a point that you're saying. The crowd, you could feel the energy sucked
mm,
out of the stadium.
yeah. Those were two big time moments.
Those are saucy. It's
Yeah.
presented by Top House. Those are saucy. All right. How about post game? What's what's going through your mind as that's happening?
Yeah, just trying to like keep your guys safe. As like a captain, like you got to be the
Yeah.
guy looking out for each other. You can't be. You don't want to see fights like that happen. So
No.
whatever you do can keep your guys safe and not like go after anybody. There's a lot went down, but it's about
Thankfully, no injuries,
yeah.
right? I mean, there was some tear gas or whatever they call it,
I
mace.
caught some of that.
You did?
Oh yeah,
You good? What happened?
all good, all good.
Good?
I just caught a stray.
Pepper
Uh,
spray is what it was?
yeah,
Damn. You
all good.
alright? Like, what is that like? I've never been pepper sprayed.
Not a great feeling.
No.
Won't do it again, but it'll be a good story one day to tell about this game.
Where's the flag?
What do you say?
Where's the flag? That flag. Jason Avant, another
Yeah,
legend. Got it.
I have no clue where the flag is. I do know that the 2022 flag is in the museum, so we'll see if it
Nice.
has a new neighbor.
Nice. Nice. I'm trying to kind of find the question to ask you to put in context, man, because you have been a joy to watch. I think you're a great representative of, you're a microcosm, for our viewers. Go ahead and let Max know down in the comments, uh, show him some love. But for you, man, you do the dirty work. It's the lunch pail mentality. It's stuff that doesn't get noticed. It's hard freaking work. It's painful. It's extremely important. What, man, why is it important for you to play the role that you have? Why do you feel, why do you do it? Why do you put your body on the line for your teammates?
Like I say this every time, and anytime anyone asks me this, it's like I love Michigan. Like this is my dream to be here. Love this place, and love my teammates. Like I'll do whatever it takes for those guys. Do whatever it takes to help Michigan win. It's a special place. Is you give everything you have to it, and it'll give you even more back. Can't say that enough, or set that message home enough. That it's really just a special place. So whatever way you can help Michigan, no matter what the job is, I love doing my job, and just because no matter what my job is, it's helping Michigan.
Great answer, man. I figured that's what you were going to say, but I really appreciate you saying it. And I love hearing it. It's the same reason for me. People ask me like why I played in the bowl game. It's the same thing. It's just, God, it's so special. And to be a part of the history is amazing. You being a captain, there's the captain to our viewers. There's captains. Every single captain in the history of Michigan football has their name on a wall. And your name, man, will be remembered. A great representative of the program. Congratulations. Phenomenal season, phenomenal win, way to finish. Victories over both your rivals, absolutely awesome. I'll ask you this as we let you go here. What is the plane ride like back after a game like that?
Happy flight. That's the motto we say.
Yeah.
Happy flights. That was a good one. It's a short flight from Ohio.
Yep.
But there's good morale. A lot of good conversations about the game.
Yes.
Everybody loves it.
I'm sure, man. Well, you guys earned the right to celebrate. Did you honk the horns on the way out of Columbus too?
You know what? I was.
Oh, it's
The
awesome.
bus driver said make sure we hear him.
So just for the viewers, you bus as a team. There's like 4 or 5 buses, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. You bus even as a home team at times, right? From the hotel down. So you always bus. And Coach Harbaugh started this, and it's freaking awesome. On away games, one, you open the doors to sing the victors too, right? Out of your locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Open the doors and sing the victors as loud as possible. Did that happen? You guys sung the victors?
Yeah. I've never thought of that, but now that I think about it, like the door is always open. So, yeah.
Always open the door. You want the echoes and sing it. Maybe did you sing it twice?
We didn't sing this one twice, but
okay.
we were singing for a while.
Nice. Well, okay. But then the other thing is now you guys shower up to our viewers and you get on the bus and you're busing to the airport. Harbaugh likes to honk the horns on the way out. Honk and let them know, hey, thanks for having us. We'll see you next time.
Yep, we did that one.
Man, it's glorious. Man, seriously, thank you. Thank you for giving the fans and former players such a joyful victory. God, there's some memorable victories, but in its own way, that one's going to stand. Where would you rank that win, in your opinion? Where would you rank it in your all-time wins?
That one's up there. That one's like up there with the national championship, Rose Bowl. Like that one.
Gotta
It's
be,
all
right?
that one spot right now.
It's gotta be. Of course it has to be. Rightfully so. Well, rest up, man. One more to go. Find out what bowl game you guys are getting. A chance to put a stamp on this season. And the best is yet to come for Michigan. You guys have laid such a solid freaking foundation. You've actually built a freaking house on top of it. So I appreciate your leadership. I appreciate your effort. Congrats on the victory, and good luck here in your bowl game when we find out where you're playing.
Thank you. Go Blue.
Go Blue.